This is the step-by-step plan I've used to get patients out of a disc flare for nearly a decade. Most people do the exact wrong things in the first 48 hours, and that's why they stay injured longer than they should. Today, I'll show you 3 steps that protect the disc and jumpstart healing. Step number 1, avoid your pain triggers. When your disc flares, it may feel like everything hurts, but that's an illusion. The disc doesn't generally react to everything. It reacts to very specific mechanical stresses from posture, movement, and loading. For one person, pain spikes the moment they reach for their socks. For someone else, it's sitting on a soft sofa. For another, it's bending to lift a grocery bag. These are pain triggers, the things that continue to re-injure and re-aggravate the disc. The worst mistake? Trying to push through it. Look, pain is not weakness leaving the body. It's damage accumulating on your spine. You have to reframe pain. It's not trying to tear you down. Pain is a protective alarm trying to build you back up. So step number 1 is simple. Remove mechanical stress so the disc can calm down. Step number 2 is to stay active, but not too active. Now, here's where people overcorrect after hearing step 1. They hear avoid pain triggers and think the solution is to do nothing. But lying around all day generally makes back pain worse. For decades, bed rest was the medical recommendation until we discovered it was prolonging disability. Why? Because discs hate extremes. Overload and underload are bad for your back. Healing happens in the sweet spot where there's just enough load. And that sweet spot is different for everyone. Someone fresh out of surgery might simply need to take a few steps every 30 minutes. Someone with a mild flare might tolerate light chores and gentle activity. So your job in step 2 is to dial the activity down, but not off. Step number 3, don't stay in one position for too long. This is the silent killer. People say don't sit too long, and they're right. But the real issue is any static posture. Your disc hates sitting too long, of course, but it also hates standing too long. And we already talked about what happens when you lie around for too long. Stillness increases disc stress and slows healing. So vary your posture. Alternate sitting and standing. Lie down for a bit. Take micro breaks. Move. Gentle variability is one of the fastest ways to reduce flare symptoms. But what most people do instead is they stay in a comfortable position until it becomes uncomfortable. So you may be thinking, well, what about exercise? Keep in mind, your disc isn't flared because of a lack of exercise. It's flared because of cumulative overload. Starting an exercise routine during an acute flare is like spraining your elbow and immediately doing bicep curls. Exercise comes later, once the disc calms. This requires professional medical guidance. The do-it-yourself approaches are entirely hit or miss and not recommended. In conclusion, remember, avoid what hurts, stay gently active, don't stay still too long. And if you're not improving, get proper medical attention.